It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders coming up next.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
For everyone who expected the highly talented Trevor Lawrence to champion the Jaguars to instant success last season, well, they got a little bit of a reality check. Despite the struggles, though, he still took on a major leadership role within the locker room and among the team. He also flashed some of his considerable potential on the field, particularly in a defiant Week 18 win over Indianapolis that knocked the Colts out of the playoffs.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in hell.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, and to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Alex Erickson. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz. On 1st down, Wentz. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. On 1st down, Lawrence. That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence, it's caught. It's Shenault again. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Laviska Shenault, here's a name that a lot of teams league-wide have kept eyes on. Flown a bit under the radar through his first 2 seasons, but he has produced 600 yards in each as a target eater. Not hard to see why the league remains high on him, especially when he makes catches like that.
They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On play action, it's Wentz. Rolling to his right. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Jonathan Allen had a very nice season for Washington in 2021 with 9 sacks and his first career Pro Bowl nod. He continues to be a valuable centerpiece for that defensive line.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on first is Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Working from the gun, Wentz. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson on the receiving end from Carson Wentz. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It was certainly a tumultuous second season for James Robinson through no fault of his own. But through all the noise, he just kept producing. Went over 760 yards and actually scored one more touchdown than he did as a rookie.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And that'll be off the crossbar and out and short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Gibson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Josh Allen accumulated 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie, but they expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Dancing, and he's going to go down again. Josh Allen drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. A nice little juke. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Ryan Santoso now in a high-pressure spot. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. Right to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Wentz. And Thomas has it. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Now Wentz again. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Wentz. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Slide for the PAT.
It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 10. 1:47 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Here's Lawrence. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game, barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.